Hey Finn, just text Max that to look at his Instagram. You will send it. Hey, offense. Anytime. Anytime we're going off the field, let's sprint off the field. Hey, anytime we're going off the field.
Hey, you took me to take the blue suit off. Yeah, they used to walk behind everyone else.
Go!
Go, boys! Let's go!
This is your what? 5?
6.
Nah, you can. You can keep them low. I'll accept low. Yeah, I was thinking, Hey, you go small first play of the game. Right? First play of the game. What do you mean? You want the first play call? Yes, I do. I'm putting more pressure on you. Wait, 43. 49 to 50. Thank you. That's what I want.
And then hunt the safety. Hunt the safety.
Way more.
Yeah.
A pleasant welcome to everybody. Today is Intervarsity Day for UCD American football. Live from a remote location in the United States, my name is Max Walpop, and you are watching UCD American football live on YouTube. Today's game comes to us from the University of Limerick. We just had the coin toss, and we're just about set to get underway. Hopefully, everybody is having an amazing start to their Saturday. Whether you are live in Ireland, whether you're waking up with me in the United States, or you're just getting set in bed in Asia. Thank you for tuning in.
Defense like on the road like at home like and my boys like and we get it like offense like defense like special teams like at home like on the road like UCD on me UCD 1 2 3 UCD
That was Michael Harvey, number 29, is starting free safety today. And UCD looks like they're going to send their defense out first to get started in today's contest. A couple rules before we get started today. This is not going to be the traditional look of a football matchup. There will be no special teams today, so no punts, no kickoffs. I don't know about field goals, so we'll see. However, that means every drive is going to start at a uniform position. It looks like we're going to start at the 25 for today's contest. University of Limerick occupies the sideline on the far side of the field. University College Dublin occupies the sideline on the near side. Drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from on this lovely first quarter of action. And UCD getting started today on American Football on YouTube, presented by Tap House Bar, Kitchen and Sounds, a proud partner of UCD American Football. Our VO camera will eventually get into position for today's starting defense. May notice a couple of familiar faces if you tuned into our live streams last season. And here's the first play from scrimmage. We're underway. Let's have some fun. A deep ball, far side of the field, incomplete. That was a normal call for the University of Limerick last season, a team that in all respects struggled to move the football in the favorable direction, whether on offense when they struggle to move it forward, and on defense when they struggle to keep it out of their end zone. All I have from University of Limerick today is a list of names and numbers, a couple of bios. Thank goodness for the people who filled it out. I'm very grateful for that. But numbers are going to be a bit hard to read. That means today's game might be a tad problematic. Second down and 10 after the incomplete pass. It's going to be a running play far side of the field, and they'll get toward the first down sticks. And it looks as though it is a first down Limerick on their second play of the day. A lot of new players today for UCD from last season. There are a couple of returning veterans. Michael Staunton and Alex Saeed McGuire and Liam Butler among those on the defensive starters who returned from last season. Number 15 in the linebacker spot is going to be Tom McAniff. McAniff made most of his time in the previous season and in flag on offense. However, he's starting today at the will linebacker position. And so it looks like third and short, about one. Setting up to throw, and that is incomplete. Quarterback today for Limerick is Kieran Gilhool. He wears the jersey number 12. He's originally from New Jersey, but moved with his parents to Ballymacaulay, County Clare when he was 5. And this is going to be another feature of today's game. Limerick is going to declare a punt. This means that it's fourth down. They're opting not to go for it. Defense has taken the time and resulted. It's a 3 and out. Forced by the UCD defense. That brings up the University College Dublin offense. UCD offense will be led onto the field by their quarterback, number 9, Tyg O'Connor. He'll be taking snaps today from Liam Leahy, who is a rookie on this team. Leahy is from Oakland, California. He's got 5 years of American football experience, but he has also played rugby for 3 years in the United States. It's his first year at UCD. He's a global business student from California. He gives O'Connor the business, and it's a first handoff for Anthony Onwuka. And a short gain for him. Onwuka had a great game against the University of Limerick in these teams only meeting last season. And it looks like there is a flag on the far side of the field, so we'll check in on that before we get started moving the football. And Limerick in their home whites with blue numbers are going to have an offside penalty called against them already. So not a great start for University of Limerick's defense. which was one of the more porous defenses last season when accounting for their time in the American Football Ireland's Premier Division. However, they did stay up, so credit to them for staying in the Premier Division. Another handoff to Onwuka inside zone. He cuts through the down UCD.
Alex, in the player box. Ball's going down this way anyway. Junior.
Yet another 4 receiver set for UCD. This is a common formation for them. And now everybody's flown offside. That was a little close, so there was a man breaking out over top. 2 men jumped offside.
Right, everyone move down so you're away from Sean. Come on down, boys, come on.
You may be able to hear everyone move away from Sean. That is Sean McVeigh, who is one of the coaching staff for today's game. Newly elected UCD American Football Club president as well. You see, we got a lot of people joining us here in this 8 in the morning start time Eastern United States, 1 o'clock if you're starting up with us from Ireland. Drop a comment in the chat. Please let me know where you're tuning in from. Always thrilled to hear and hear from everybody who is watching. 1st and 5, which was the original line and yardage to gain in American football. Swing pass out to the left side, and it looks like O'Riordan fell down.
Jack, finish the run.
Able to get positive yards, bring up 2nd down. 2nd and looks like about 2. No score. You're just jumping in. University of Limerick held the ball first. They went 3 and out after gaining 9 yards. 3 receivers right, 1 wide to the left. And another offside jump. That's the 3rd one on this drive for Limerick. It's a free play for O'Connor. He misses. The offside penalty is going to net a 1st down. Watching in from Tipperary, Noreen, good to see you. Happy to see you tuning in. A lot of new faces on this UCD offense. We've yet to talk about many of them. The first couple of plays that have resulted in positive gains have gone from the legs of Anthony Onwuka and into the hands of Jack O'Riordan. So a lot of familiarity in the first couple of plays here for UCD. Another swing pass. This one's going to be caught Quigley. Quigley out in front of him. And that gets positive yards.
Put your head down and run him over.
Thomas Quigley among those who did not provide me with a bio. I still at least have his jersey number so I can talk about him. That's Jefferson Freeman lined up near side. Freeman, another one of the returning starters from last season, had an impressive intervarsity day and put himself in good position to be a starting receiver during the Premier Division season. Had an explosive first 4 games before heading back home after the academic year. Hand off to Onwuka. He'll get positive yards, knifing through the teeth of the defense. And he's slung down. By somebody I don't have a number for. Coach Dara Farrell. Great to see you, sir. Penalty-filled drive here for University of Limerick as our camera has decided not to pay attention to whatever is happening here. And it looks like a few positive yards, perhaps. Not 100% certain what happened on that play because I couldn't see it, and therefore neither could any of you. If you're new to watching UCD American football on our channel, you know that we have had some issues with our artificial intelligence camera that captures the action as it is. Yet another, looks like from the sounds of the sideline, they're going for Anthony Onwuka on another running play. And that one gets a 1st down. I can see the result. Camera keeps getting distracted by something going on camera left side. Not 100% sure what. Connor, good to see you tuning in for the Vikings. It's been a stop and start drive for UCD. A lot of penalties in the early 2 series of downs.
Defense, get ready.
As the camera continues to miss.
You ready, gang? Yeah.
Again, judging from the sounds of the sideline, that's a positive one for UCD.
Defense, are you ready?
I guess the camera's getting distracted by the cars on the road. For those unfamiliar, University of Limerick's field is lined as a spare GAA pitch. So it's, it's a nice view, Jamie. I do agree with that. But it'd be nicer if, I could actually see what we were all supposed to be watching today, which is football, not cars driving. This is not a NASCAR or Formula One stream. At least we know the ambulance is there.
We're just going to keep rotating. So we're going to go 5 plays, or if we go 3 out, we'll just swap.
This stinks. I'm sorry, everybody.
Let's go, D! Come on!
I'll throw the ones on.
All right. I have a question into UCD's coaching staff to see what happened on the first drive of the game. Regardless, UCD's defense is back onto the field. It is still the first quarter. We will play a full 4 quarters of 12 minutes each. There will be 2-minute timing rules. Someone there able to help. I have people to communicate with, Connor, which is great, but the camera is artificial intelligence and therefore stupid. I know AI will replace a lot of jobs in the future, but it will not replace camera operators for sports events. It will not do that. For whatever reason, it just cannot capture what to look for, as it now is watching 2 people walking down the grass pitch. This is great. Just great television, everybody. If anybody else wants Max's AI corner, feel free to ask. I've got plenty of opinions on the subject.
Yeah, honestly, I need fucking the ankle.
Sounds like it's going to be second down University of Limerick, as the back judge here is the one providing the play clock. The arm up in the air is 10. Their flag is down. Finally, we get to watch some football here as it's a tackle for loss for UCD defense. Duchesne, yeah. Max's AI corner is about to take this thing off the rails, so maybe wait until halftime where we've got a little bit more space to discuss this. Again, I'm hoping we can actually show you some football plays, but the AI camera, which is trained to capture movement, and it's great for association football. It's wonderful. And also for closed environments. This is neither of those things. Looks like the penalty was on UCD, resulting in, I believe that's a 2nd and 5. They'll line up one receiver far side of the field, and UCD shifts their defense accordingly. I don't have a clue what happened on UCD's first drive. I've yet to hear from the coaching staff or whoever's been assigned to communicate with me. High snap for Gilhool. It's a run up the middle. UCD's defense gets the stop after about 6 yards. First down, Limerick. Saeed McGuire is going to be the one to come off on that play. UCD will rotate players frequently. Maureen, yes. Hey, we're all here. We're all having a good time. I've got 44 people in the chat right now. Thank you to everybody who was tuned in to watch. It is 1st and 10 Limerick, closing in on midfield for the first time. This is their second drive of the game. Kieran Gilhool is behind center with a single ace backfield. And it's a high snap. They bungle it, and Gilhool's just gonna stop on the ball for the loss, opting to keep possession instead of make a play. This will bring up second and forever, as that play was doomed from the snap. Number 36 at the bottom of the screen is Isaac Harper. Or Isaac Harper, I should clarify. He's from County Kildare. 6'2". This is his first American football season. He's played soccer or association football, listening in from Iowa. Good to see you. I've yet to see Millie Peach make the field yet, but that's mostly because the camera has decided that it is the star of the show today. And the call from the sideline is for Tom McKenna, I believe. There is a familiar name on the University of Limerick roster, number 2, Evan Quigley. Quigley spent most of last season with UCD. He was a starter for the Shamrock Bowl team that ended up finishing in the finals. And then, in the words of his bio from the flag football championships, a woman made him move to Cork. His words? Third down and forever. It's a play out to the far side of the field. Again, if you're just joining us, no special teams play. It is all declared punts, all declared automatic starting field position for after scoring plays. So if it's fourth down here, I don't know if the score is tied. All right. I just received word that we actually do have a score from UCD's first drive. A touchdown is on the board for UCD. I hear the call from the sideline that number 61, Millie Peach, is in the game. I did not get a bio from Millie. And once again, Max's AI corner is going to go off today. Coach Letch, good to see you. All right, the offense is getting back on the field, so that means Limerick's drive to go for nothing.
Senior. Defense, let's go.
You'll hear Michael Harvey huddling up the defense following that most recent series. Based on how the Intervarsity game was administered last season, the declared punts go for about 40 or so yards from the line of scrimmage of the most recent play for the other offense. So a difficult start today for University of Limerick's offense, yet to get out of first gear. Meanwhile, UCD, a touchdown on their first drive. And here they line up. Handoff, and this will be another running play. Teeth of the defense and slung down from the line on first down. That was a Liam Higgins for University of Limerick on the tackle. Two receivers each side with a single setback. O'Connor launches set drop down the middle of the field. He's got room. Higgins with a touchdown. With another TD on the board, Charlie Higgins racing past the defense. Nobody caught him. UCD's offense, if you are unfamiliar, they will go for two. However, we can't see the 2-point conversion. I hear that there is a flag on the conversion attempt, so we'll hold off on updating the scoreboard from 12, as the camera today has decided that the right side end zone is not important. Well-designed slant route to get Higgins the ball on that touchdown, and whatever it was, the penalty must have been on UCD, so ends up being accepted, or declined, I should say. It results in University of Limerick going back on offense at the automatic starting field position. Some difficult exchanges between center and quarterback for Limerick so far, punctuate their 2 failed drives. I'm trying out a new microphone that I'm hoping is useful for the regular season when that starts up in February and March of next year. So if the microphone is better for everybody, please let me know. Actually, Coach Lech, that actually makes 2 of us are in Massachusetts today. I happen to be in Boston right now. Again, the concentration of a dog, it's just following the movement of the vehicles. Mike is good. Okay, I have one opinion. Run on the side of the field. Defense causes the stop, and the side judges are walking the play back, so looks like it's going to be a negative play for Limerick on their first play from scrimmage in this drive. They got first downs in the most recent drive, but stalled out and lost yardage. I'm getting word that the most recent play was a tackle for loss by Noah Tyrell. Tyrell will play nickelback. He's from County Dublin, Malahide to be specific. This is his first time playing American football. He is a first-year student studying geography and archaeology. As yet another incomplete pass for Limerick. Third down and long for Limerick, who, again, with the camera being what it is, we will eventually see football plays. We're lucky we saw Higgins touchdown at all because it started out on the preferred side of the field for the camera, apparently. (12-0) UCD. They've gone 2 for 2 on their offensive drives, and they are 1 play away from getting the ball right back. Sounds like another good play for UCD as they prevent the conversion on third down. Limerick is in no real position to do anything other than punt here. The camera has decided a little birdie flying over the trees is more interesting than football. And another declared punt.
Come on, Charlie!
Oh. Guys, making a good point. He is just starting his eyes around. He's probably going to be passing. Like pre-snap, people start his eyes around. He's horrible.
Defensive coaches are reminding everybody of what's happening in the game. Always good to make sure that everyone is mentally checked in and still paying attention to what's happening. Clarity of microphone, great. The AI camera, not so good. Yes, don't worry, we know.
Keep doing what we're doing. Right, defense on 3.
1, 2, 3, defense!
O'Connor back behind center. Going to be another swing pass. He's got 2 men to beat on that far side, and he'll get positive yards on the play. So positive yards on first down as UCD moving in a good direction. We've got people check in from Ireland and the United States. Drop a comment in if you're tuning in from anywhere, please. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. And again, everybody moves on the offensive line, so hold everything, folks. It's still first quarter of action. UCD, this is their 3rd time with the ball. Niall Coogan had the touchdown on the first drive. Charlie Higgins had the touchdown on the second.
Oh, shit.
2 receivers each side now.
Let's go. Push it down.
I believe that is the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, teams will switch sides. UCD will now be attacking the left of the screen. University of Limerick will be attacking the right. So we'll see if the camera decides to follow the action now that the play for UCD is going to be going to its preferred side today. Again, the traffic on the road on camera far side is not going great. CS Mac, great to see you. Once again, drop a comment in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from. We got a bunch of you in here today, rising early with the rest of us for this American football action. Amr Abdullah and Arun Sen are the receivers on the near side of the field. Sen is going to go in motion. Sen is listed as the backup quarterback as well today. O'Connor on the handoff. And that is wide up inside the line. Watching from Chicago. Thanks for tuning in from the Windy City.
Anthony, get ready. Anthony.
Second down and 10 after the run from the last play. Got back to the line of scrimmage and no further. O'Connor, bullet pass right. Caught but not far. Stuck in the line of scrimmage again. Gets a completion as Onwuka is going to come in and spell his counterpart at running back. This is third down and far away from the goal line. UCD does not have a kicking unit. This is a strategy point for UCD. They like to go for it, and they are hyper aggressive on fourth down when it gets into their half of the field for offense. 3 down rushers for Limerick, 4 receivers set for UCD. O'Connor's going to swing out to the left side. Got his man open. Ryan Malloy is the one on the catch and run. I don't believe they got everything they were looking for there, but they got enough to justify going for it. UCD indeed is going to go for it. Let's see what happens here. 2 receivers each side. 3 down linemen for Limerick. O'Connor commands the offense. Looks out, looking over the side, and had a man off the hands, incomplete. Turnover on downs. First drive where UCD has failed to score in this contest as we are, hold on. First game of the season for everybody. I'm used to flag football after a couple of live streams for UCD with that. As a result, I missed changing the quarters from first quarter to second quarter. Yeah, corner blitz in American football Ireland, yes. So we'll see what Gilhool and the Vikings offense has here today. As the camera motion is dive from the cornerback incomplete. Flag on the near side of the field, so we'll check that first. The motion you may see from the camera is from the coaching staff. They're trying to move it closer to the field so it captures more of just the field. And it'll be a hold on the offense that's going to be called on Charlie Higgins, number 21, who apparently had a hold of the receiver in coverage. And Limerick will wisely accept the penalty and take the 10 free yards for another first down. Limerick plays on one of the few 100-yard fields in American football Ireland. Two receivers, two in the backfield, and one far to the right. As Gilhool takes the snap and hands it off. Running back gets to the line of scrimmage and is met there. Saeed McGuire among those in on the stop. Two touchdowns for UCD on their opening drives. It's been 3 and out for the first drive for University of Limerick. A couple of first downs on each of their next two, but both resulted in declared punts, as now the camera has decided the motion on the other far side of the field is more important. Max's AI corner is about to go off. It's not going to be pretty. And motion by everybody, finger pointing all around. The umpire throws a flag for good measure.
Go, 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 go.
I'm going to do a D-line rotation here. Tavir Toby among those coming in. Toby's had an interesting story, actually. He played against UCD as part of the South Dublin Panthers roster during the Premier Division last season and laid a pretty heavy hit on Jack O'Riordan. You can actually go back and watch my live reaction to it on our YouTube channel during that stream. However, with South Dublin's injuries racking up, I'll tell you that in a second, TS Mac. Gilhool, high snap again. Takes the handoff, throws it out, looking over the side, and is broken up, incomplete. And Toby, after South Dublin Panthers injuries racked up to the point where they started forfeiting games, Toby reached out to UCD's coaches and said, I'm looking for a place to practice and a new team to play for. And the coaches welcomed him and decided to have an extra body on O-line, D-line work. And here he is playing his first competitive game for the students in Sky Blue. Linebackers today for UCD, Tom McKenniff, number 15, is the defensive captain. But on the field now are different players. High snap. It's a jet sweep cross, and it's a gang tackle near side of the field.
Come on, oh yeah, Fritzy. Well, dude.
Fritz Johann Franz on the stop.
Next play.
From Munich, Germany. This is his first season playing American football. He's in the Masters in Sports Management program, which is the program I was in last year. I can speak prominently to the result of the sports management program. It was a really fun program to be part of last season, and it was what allowed me to become the voice of UCD American football last year. And it is what allowed me to grow this lovely YouTube channel with all of you lovely people. Fourth drive of the day for UCD. 2 for 3 so far on scoring, has them at 12-0, having gone for 2 each of the times they've scored. O'Connor again stands at the controls, 2 receivers each side. Onwuka's the one in the backfield with him. Short toss on the curl route, and it's brought down for a short gain. Second down, I believe that was Quigley on the catch and run. UCD likes to go fast, so they will push the pace here. There's a handoff on Wuka, and it is slung down in the backfield. Liam Higgins, the one on the stop. Higgins among those who did not give me a bio. I'm looking at a separate computer that has the bio information from the players that gave it to me. It's all voluntary, but I do appreciate those who did give me something. Once again, it'll be 3 receivers each side. O'Connor loading up, going long, and you bet it was. Explosive play on the third down. Keeps the drive going for UCD. Yeah. Jefferson Freeman, ladies and gentlemen. He pulls one circus catch a game, it feels like. And everybody jumps. And everybody halts. Let's see who jumped first. Looks like UCD is definitely playing with hard cadence today, as Limerick has multiple times jumped offside as a result of the delayed snap from the ready go that Tygo O'Connor gives. Officials will discuss, see what happened, see what they saw as who moved first. Officials will get back into position as the camera takes a walk. And it results in a false start. Pretty sure that's Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, man, I'm a Green Bay Packers fan. I remember the Aaron Rodgers hard count days. O'Connor over the middle, got a man open. It's complete. Running up the field, breaking tackles. There he goes. A huge catch and run has UCD in the red zone for the first time today.
Who's going to tell him he can run to free space?
Like, no, it's got to be so many.
That's a white man runs a football.
12-0 score. Wide spread between the receivers on the left side of the field. O'Connor takes the snap, looks left side, not sure what happened here. Somebody caught it as the defense is running toward the person who did. Not sure who, but Samuel Duty Lucy was among those on the left side of the field. Duty Lucy is in his first season of American football from Donnybrook in Dublin. He is a law student at UCD. Interesting note about him, he speaks 4 languages and attended the French schooling system when he was younger. Might have been him on the catch, might have been Jack O'Riordan. Either way, it results in positive yards and a second down. Handoff on Wuka, met in the backfield and stopped. Higgins again. The coop you hear is for Cooper McQueen, who jumped onto the field now. McQueen played multiple times for UCD's varsity team last season. Phoenix, Arizona. He's now in his 3rd year of American football. Baseball and golf are his 2 other sports. He's in his 4th year in a history studies program at UCD. He'll swing out to the right. And O'Connor, oh my, he took a heavy hit as he went down. O'Connor slipped on the grass and took a hit as he went down.
Actually,
And no flag on the play for that late hit. It's Eddie Goggins Sr. and Sean McVeigh giving out the play calls for the offense. Two receivers each side with a pistol back. O'Connor loads up looking for it. Oh! Got it play, looking for Judy loose on fourth down. Still seconds. Quarter of action. A little bit of confusion. Resulting from that. One of the reasons I was able to use this incredible microphone last year while I was working is I didn't have it with me. It was stuck at home in my parents' house while I moved to Ireland because I didn't think I would need this. And also the desk that I had in my tiny apartment in Dublin 14 would not have been able to hold this along with my two computers. Now I have bigger desks to work with.
You also weren't open.
Gilhool is going to be back behind center. He has switched between playing wide receiver and quarterback in the 4 years that he has played American football. Also has experience in Gaelic football. Keelan O'Neill is the one on the near side of the field. This one's going to be a single arm handoff to his running back. Outside sweep. It's going to be a great run.
We got to keep that edge, linebackers!
Ethan Hattersley, the one on the carry.
That's your edge!
Dylan Klein, the one signaling that things need to be calmed down a little on the defense. They are still up by 2 scores, and this is a Limerick team that struggled to score points throughout last season. The only game that they actually put up any points was a victory over the Craigavon Cowboys in match 6 in what amounted to a winner stays up game between the two sides. However, because of the South Dublin Panthers forfeits, they, as a result of forfeiting games, lost standings points. As it looks like a penalty at the end of the play marches away the positive yards resulting from that. Watching from County Meath, good to hear you, Mary. Happy to see that everyone's tuning in. Good to see a lot of familiar faces. My tea has gone cold, so we're going to have to get hot one at halftime. Three receivers right, the tight end in the backfield. They fake the toss and stop the play. Higgins and stop. Matthew Lockery on the catch and run.
Oh, yeah, Geese. Oh, yeah.
Lockery from County Kildare. He played rugby for the previous 12 years as a second row lock, and he's currently studying sports and exercise sciences at University of Limerick. Apologies about the delay, everybody. Something went wrong on my end with the internet. You haven't missed a play yet because I backed up the video enough. Another handoff, left side, and it's broken up in the backfield, dragged down for a loss.
2-5, what up, 2-5?
Dylan Klein, the one on the stop, nickel back.
Oh yeah, 2-5.
So going to be a long third down here. And there is a whistle and a play. Timeout, Limerick. I know I definitely need some Ethernet to strengthen my internet connection because, again, running off of Wi-Fi is great when you're the only one on the Wi-Fi. However, with running two computers and a phone, it can be a strain on the Wi-Fi when live streaming, and it's especially a strain when other people live in the house. Watching from Phoenix, Arizona. Happy to see you. Great to hear from everybody. Thrilled that people are tuning in. Again, apologies for missing the last several minutes of action with some internet issues. I'm hoping we resolved that now. Camera has again been on and off, going on a frolic. Just coming out of Limerick's first timeout of the half. They now have 2 remaining. Defense was shifting to the defensive right as the camera shifts to camera right. Now we see the play. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Motion from the left. It's going to be a handoff faked, and it's an underneath cross play. Defense makes the stop. It was a lengthy third down, and Limerick did not get it. Call is for Noah Tyrell on the stop.
Great job, D-line. Let's go.
3 and out once again goes University of Limerick. UCD will get the ball for the 5th time today and the 3rd time in this quarter. Up by 2 scores on the strength of their opening 2 drives. Mr. Freeman, it's good to see you again. Jefferson's already made a circus catch today. Don't worry, you can rewind the live stream and watch it back. I believe this is the 2-minute timeout. Well, it's really the 2-minute warning because when that was introduced, it was actually a warning because most teams did not have access to a clock. Time was kept on the field by the officials. And then it was sort of kept as parlance, even though now everybody has access to a clock inside modern stadiums. It's called a 2-minute timeout now in college because of that. It's no longer a warning. Everybody sees how much time is left. But here, it is a warning because not everybody knows how much time is left. One of the few times in a quarter where I actually know how much time is left. Whistle blows and we're ready to start play. O'Connor, I believe, is still behind center. Handoff, short run play. Goes for about 5 to 6 yards.
Let's go.
UCD is going to go hurry up here. Middle of the field here for UCD. 2nd down and call it 4. O'Connor looks to his left, finds his open receiver. It's Sen. He's stuck at the line for gain, and I believe they're going to give it to him first down by a yard. You've been watching, just didn't have chat. Thrilled to see that you have made it. Sorry about the coughing, everyone. I am getting over a very serious cough where this time last week I didn't have a voice at all. It's actually a funny story of how I got over it. O'Connor looks right, throws it. Not Sten once again underneath. He's going to be swung down. UCD have good first down gain. Swung down by Charlie Haight, number 1. Haight. On the spelling of that. The lineup again at linebacker spot. It's a second down and medium for UCD. Pistol back set. 2 receivers each side. Cameras drifts away and doesn't catch what happens on the second down play. Judging by the reaction, it didn't go well for UCD. Clock's running. They are under the 2-minute warning, as apparently they've decided 2 dogs running around in the other pitch is more interesting to watch. This is third down for UCD. I hope we get to see it. UCD does have all 3 of their timeouts. I didn't see a signal of who used what, so I'm not 100% sure why the umpire was holding up play there. 3 receivers left side. O'Connor looks that direction, launches toward the sideline, got a receiver. It's Quigley. And UCD is now going to call a timeout.
Guys, everyone away from behind the play.
Call from the line is for everybody to move away from the play callers. If you watch college football in the United States, you may be familiar with the curtain rods that people hold up by the signal callers, for those who still use signal callers, that is. Typically what happens is one of the colored uniforms is the live play caller that everyone actually pays attention to and sees, and the other 2 are dummies. Sometimes I have seen this where the people in the colored uniforms represent different parts of the offense, where each one is live for a different segment. It's an inexact science. Those are 2 broad camps. I'm sure there are way more nuances than that. But I don't work for a Division I or Division II or Division III university to tell you how they do it. I only know what I have heard. UCD and Limerick taking time in this timeout here. Probably the last drive of the half. Get your questions in. We'll have plenty of time at halftime to discuss new things. We may have Max's AI corner if nobody asks questions, so that I can go off for a moment about how artificial intelligence is ruining our lives. Tyron Crooks going back in at the starting left tackle position. It does vary team to team, yeah. 2 receivers each side for this third and short. Shotgun back. Stays in to protect. Pass over the middle. It's incomplete. Wanted to slant. And that was 4th down, actually. So Limerick will get the ball briefly here. They do have timeouts remaining by my count. Not sure what Limerick will decide to do here. Play clock begins. And looks like they're going to line up to run a play. 2 receivers far out to the left. Tight end at the end of the left side of the line and a receiver wide right. UCD puts 5 on the line. They're going to rush the quarterback. Looking long. Got a man open. And it sounds like an interception, UCD. Charlie Higgins doing it both ways. A touchdown and an interception. So the offense will get one more kick at the can here inside of 2 minutes. Wonder how many plays in the playbook here for Eddie Goggins Sr. and staff. Have them at the, call it the 35.
I was ready for 16.
From the minus 34, UCD will line up for probably the last plays of this half. So let's see what happens. 2 receivers each side and a running back in to protect in pistol. O'Connor takes the snap. He's got an arm. He can throw over the middle. It's incomplete. Overshot his man. Got 2 in coverage and neither got it. And that is the end of the half. Gives us time to thank our new sponsor, Tap House, a proud partner of UCD American Football, host of our live events for UCD American Football. They hosted our awards show most recently. And if I may take a personal note here, the award show had a lot of winners for UCD American Football, as I'm going to head to the UCD Instagram page actually to check out who were some of our winners. The Mixed Flag Football Player of the Year was Oscar Egan. The Mixed Flag Offensive Player of the Year specifically was Tom McKenniff. And the Mixed Flag MVP was Owen McMahon. The Women's Flag Defensive Player of the Year was Emily Houston. The Women's Flag Offensive Player of the Year was Kaylee Veal. The Women's Flag Team MVP was Heather Shore. And now the Offensive Rookie of the Year from last year's tackle team, Jefferson Freeman. 3 touchdown catches on 3 touchdowns out of 6 of his catches. And he averaged 24.5 yards per catch. The Defensive Rookie of the Year was Adam Quinlan. His teammates call him Turbo. 2 sacks on the season, 4.5 tackles for loss, 3 quarterback hurries, and 12.5 total tackles. The most improved player from the tackle team was Tom McKenniff, who scored 9 touchdowns on his season for 589 yards on 84 touches. The coach's player of the year was Alex Krusmarek, which should not be a surprise. 3 touchdowns, 5 pass breakups, 146 total yards, 1 interception on the season, and 19 tackles, and several 2-point conversions. The comeback player of the year was Michael Staunton. He recovered from a fibula break in 2023, and he played in all games he was available for in the 2025 season. The position group of the year for tackle football was the defensive line, and a unit that got 24 sacks in their games and 6 fumbles forced. I can understand that that's a great group to pick. The special teams MVP, Will Lambert, 44 kickoffs, 15 of which were touchbacks, and 3 tackles for the kicker/defensive lineman. The defensive player of the year was Hugh O'Connor, 2 forced fumbles, including a scoop and score, 3.5 sacks. The offensive player of the year was Sebastian Meidel, the center on the offensive line. He had just given up 3 sacks on the year. And the team MVP, Larry Doyle, 3.5 tackles for loss, 4 quarterback hurries, 27.5 tackles. Great to see everybody tuning in. And lastly, I want to point out that the club, I had no idea this was coming. The team gave me what they call the Club Service Award for the hours of streaming that I have done for all of you lovely people. Over the last year, I've done 16 UCD streams, totaling over 57 hours, watched by about 16,000 different people. So it was really touching to hear everybody, and it was really touching to see just how everybody reacted during the award show at Tap House. There is an award waiting for me when I come back for graduation in December, and I will pick it up. Sean, I will be on you about finding it. I'm grateful for the year that I spent with UCD American Football. I'm grateful for all of you who've watched, whether you watch every live stream or whether you only watch to watch your child play, or whether you just tuned in because you found us randomly in your recommended videos feed. You've been an incredible part of my journey as a broadcaster as well, and everybody here at UCD is grateful for all of you who've been part of this. And everyone here, again, I'm going to bother you about this. We are a small club, and every donation counts. If you have money to spare, we are grateful if you are able to do so. Revolut QR code on the left, and our PayPal code for our viewers around the world on the right. Every single dollar, every single euro, every single whatever currency you donate in does help support a small club like ours to cover costs like bus rides, equipment issues, practice pitch rental, and all the equipment that goes into becoming part of this team. We were not able to get the premium feed for StreamYard, the service we use for these games, until yesterday to put these graphics back up on the screen, in part because of donations that you have made. So we're grateful for every single one of you who's been part of this from the beginning. You are some of our best sponsors because you allow us as a club to do the things that other clubs are able to do. So for everybody, if you have money to spare, please consider a donation today if you're enjoying our live stream. Besides, you're going to want that for the amazing parties we're going to have at Tap House, the proud partners of UCD American Football.
No, sorry.
I see the question in the chat. Are we going to be streaming women's flag friendlies next week? I am in discussions with people about that, and hopefully I will be available. We'll have to see. That's a question I can't answer for sure one way or the other. My preliminary answer to them was yes. However, there might be some travel wrinkles in my family schedule. That is Thanksgiving week here in the United States, and oh no, the VO is going to catch the people playing soccer on the other fields. All right, it's time for Max's AI Corner, everybody. I don't fault anybody for using artificial intelligence bots for writing, for deep research, for questions about life that you used to just ask Google for, or you would go to a sage that you might know or a wise person you might know. I don't fault anyone for that. What I do fault corporations especially for with artificial intelligence is trying to replace work that was already being done well. If you are out there and you are a head of a corporation who's thinking that you can have AI take over every aspect of your human's work, you're failing. That is a failure on you as a business owner, as a business leader, as a leader of people. You have failed to lead your team properly if you're looking at computers and artificial intelligence as your replacement solution. If you're looking for a way to supplement what your humans already bring to the table, awesome. I think that's great. But if you're using AI as a tool to replace people in the workforce, that is your failure. I will not back off of that stance. All right, AI Corner over. Kyle Freeman, what am I missing most about living in Ireland? The food. If anybody has not traveled to Ireland, they are not aware that Irish food is some of the freshest and best food you're going to eat in a long time. A lot of that is Irish standards as well as European Union standards. I lost a lot of weight just eating the food in Ireland. I didn't really change my diet that much. I didn't change my activity level that much, but I did change where I was getting my food from. I was getting it from fresher sources. I was eating it more frequently in the couple of days that I would go between shopping at Lidl. I did frequently shop at Lidl because that was the closest grocery store to me. The food is what I miss most. I do miss being part of practices. However, I like having my time back. I like being able to watch college football without needing a VPN in the United States. I like being able to watch the NFL. I like being able to watch my local games. And also having access to Sunday Ticket is nice because I didn't have access to Sunday Ticket when I lived in Ireland. There was an odd game here and there on DAZN, which held the Irish rights for the Irish market for the NFL, when I wouldn't get one or two games in the 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock windows, simply because. And I hated that. So anyway, I miss the food the most. That's first and last answer. There are some things I don't miss about Ireland. I will leave that for another day. This is supposed to be a positive live stream. Anyway, UCD scored on their first two drives. And then were stalled out on their next four. Again, trying a new setup with this microphone. We've had one person chime in and say it sounds great. It is a little bit unwieldy with taking up the space right in front of me on the desk that I'm using. Again, apologies for the internet issues toward the end of the second half. If you're worried about the camera not catching the action first time, we've had people tuning in, cheering on Limerick. We've had people tuning in, cheering on UCD. That's Eamon Bennett getting some last-minute instruction from Sean McVeigh and others on the coaching staff here. As teams are warming up, getting set to restart the second half. For those just joining us, no special teams, so all drives are at the automatic starting position. I believe it's starting at the 25 following simulated kickoffs, which they assume are going to be touchbacks. I can't read the... Oh, that's 61. That's Millie Beach. Okay. Anthony O'Mahony, the one running in late on that drill.
No. It's your choice. What the ball next.
Yeah, so to answer the earlier question, right now the tentative answer is yes to streaming women's flag friendlies next week. We got plenty of time for more questions, if anybody's got them at least. Again, I can't force you all to have questions. UCD will open the half with the ball as Limerick began the game with the ball. Tygo O'Connor was the starting quarterback for UCD. Last year during InterVarsities, he and Joe Carroll switched starting duties every couple of drives. The listed backup quarterback today is Arun Sen, who has a couple of catches on his normal position as a wide receiver. Both O'Connor and Carroll lined up at wide receiver at various times throughout last year to get into various snaps and in a couple of offensive packages. Cheers from Brazil. Indeed. Thank you so much for watching. We're thrilled you've decided to join us. Gabrielle, I'm curious, because you're tuning in from Brazil, what do you think of your country's chances at the upcoming World Cup? I've got World Cup on the brain after yesterday. They are moving the camera to try to combat the AI picking up the cars. I appreciate the effort. Again, I know my frustrations with this camera date back to the first couple of minutes using it in 2024. That is November of last year. So again, I'm thrilled that we have the ability to use this. I'm thrilled we have a camera at all. However, I know a human operator would be able to follow the action better than this garbage. We still get to see the action though. So thrilled for everybody, as it looks like it's a 2 receivers set each side with a shotgun. O'Connor still in the starting role. He'll take the first snap. It's a handoff play. And it's a good one. Flag flies from the far side of the field. So hold everything, folks. First down play went for about 5 yards, assuming this penalty does not bring it back. And it is a hold on. So back it up. This will be a 1st and 20, sounding more like the backyard football mobile game, which for those unaware, backyard football was a computer game in the early 2000s and late 90s. The company who made that game, Humongous Entertainment, went bankrupt, and then a mobile app developer bought the assets of the company out of bankruptcy, and they turned the game into a mobile app. So now I've been playing it. It's a ton of fun. They don't have the rights for some of the retired players like Brett Favre, but they do have the rights to others. It's a nice catch. He's bubbling. He's got it down the sideline. Nobody's going to catch him. All the way, James O'Hara. Touchdown, UCD.
Defense ready.
Bobbled the ball very briefly with nobody in front of him, and it's 18-0 UCD. Team is going to line up for 2. This is normal for UCD. They like lining up to go for 2 regularly. So UCD again opens the half with the ball and wins the battle to go up by another point. 2 receivers each side with a setback. It's a handoff play, and looks like they got it. That's 20 points on the board. Thrilled everybody is tuned in. UCD's opened up a 3-possession lead now. Seventh drive total for University of Limerick. Punt, 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 interception. go their previous 6 drives for the sake of variety. That's Isaac Harper on the near side of the screen warming up as the officials are discussing something. I am asking for a score check just to make sure that it is 20-0. Don't want to be giving out improper information when the correct answer is available for all of you. This discussion is taking quite a bit. It'll be 1st and 10 Limerick, their 7th drive of the game, their first of the half. Eventually, everyone's sort of waiting around, waiting for the Zebras to stop talking to each other. As I'm fond of saying at NHL linesmen when I go to Washington Capitals games, nobody came here to watch you do your job. So here we are, waiting for the referees and officials to do their job. Looks like the sun is out in Limerick today. It was not out when UCD went there during the Premier Division season. It was quite a rainy day, as I remember calling the game from the hallway outside of UCD's changing room off of a mobile hotspot. I'm not 100% sure what the... Interesting. They're going to force UCD to rerun the 2-point conversion. So hold everything on the score there, folks. I'm going to still say it's 18-0, as it looks like UCD is going to rerun the 2-point conversion. From the same spot? Yes, indeed, Mr. Freeman. It was fun to meet you very briefly as I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off, trying to get rosters and start the stream on time. And I don't see a signal. I have no idea what happened. It looks like it's going to be a wave off. So the 2-point conversion ends up being no good. How did you like going to work for the team when you were there watching on the sideline, Mr. Freeman? That was really interesting to see just how everyone in Ireland apparently is just willing to step up and do stuff. So people were willing to step up to be ball handlers for UCD with that game. I still remember it fondly. UCD shut out Limerick, which again wasn't special. I think most teams shut out Limerick during last season. So back to the automated starting position. Now Limerick will start their 7th drive of the game. Looks like Gilhool is still the one behind center, taking snaps from shotgun. Actually, this is pistol formation. Back to throw. He's going to run for his life, looking for a receiver. Had it open off his hands. Incomplete. Wanted the far side receiver, could not get it to him. He was wide open. Pass over his head. 2nd and 10. Theon McDonald is the one on the far side of the defensive line. This is his first season playing American football. He's played rugby since he was 10, including playing for Buccaneers Rugby Football Club in Athlone, where the last 2 Shamrock Bowls have been held. This is going to be a short running play for Limerick. I am grateful for AFI selecting me to be the voice of the championship triple header. I can understand Belfast Trojans especially may have had some hesitation about UCD's home broadcaster being the voice of the championship, but I think they ended up liking my work enough. They liked it so much they actually put my calls of their touchdowns in their highlight reel the day after the game. That was rewarding to see. 2 receivers to the left. I got 2 in the backfield with Gilhool. Takes the snap, drops back. Had a runner on the far side and rolling catch attempt incomplete. Yeah, the semifinal. Oh boy, don't get me started on the semifinal. That was a fun time for UCD. In truth, I wish they had won by more, as the punt team will make believe do their work. Eighth drive of the day for UCD. They're up by 18. Two touchdowns in the first quarter, and 1 touchdown here in the third has them up by the 3-possession lead. So they'll start from the plus 49. That's Austin the second. The second what? He didn't tell me. Just Austin the second, lined up at running back. 2 receivers each side. Takes a snap from Leahy. It's going to be a run for Austin, and he's gobbled up in the backfield. That did not go according to plan. That was 66 on the stop, Jack McLean. We'll send him out for a run here. And this one is going to be intercepted. Intercepted. Evan Quigley burns his former team. So this is going to be interesting. The first drive of the day for Limerick to get into opposing territory. We'll start there.
The first play was the read out.
Drive will begin at the positive 29-yard line after Quigley's interception. Greetings from Bavaria. Happy to see you tuning in. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left with the tight end off the line. And it's 1 down the backfield. That's Paul McKinnick on the tackle. Owen Byrne, the one on the run, went for negative 2 yards. Gilhool lines up to take the snap again. They'll switch sides of the formation here. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Second down and long. Running back stays in the pass protect, and the protection does not do anything right. D-line going to come in. Toby and Peach among those running in. It's going to be a 3rd and long. They can pin their ears back and run for it. What a sack by Tom McKenniff. Blew past the protection of Owen Byrne. Do we know when the regular season schedule will be out? No, we don't know. Third and long. Defensive line stuffing the run. A fake jet sweep. They're going to bring it out back. Caught behind the line of scrimmage. Dancing around. Making a few people miss. And that will be another loss of yards on the play. So Limerick gets their best starting field position of any drive in this game. And they lose 10 yards. Looks as though Limerick, nothing to lose here. They're going to go for it. 4th and 20.
Let's go, defense! Big stuff here!
Limerick's got 20 yards to get here. They're going to probably put it in the hands of Kieran Gilhool. See what the coach's son can do. He's going to roll out left. He's going to run for it. Man-to-man coverage. Everybody had their backs turned, and Gilhool is going to stop.
Yeah, Mike! That's their dude on, baby!
He got a lot of yards, but did not get all 20 that he needed. And it is a turnover on downs on the rundown on the sideline. That's a lot of the consequence of man-to-man coverage on a third down play. Everyone's got their eyes on the receiver, backs turned to the quarterback. Defensive line lost contain, rolling out left. That's 2 drives for UCD in this quarter. Touchdown and interception go their 2 drives. Yeah, usually mid-February is when the schedule comes out, but he asked when, and I don't know. Law school trained me to answer that question with an I don't know rather than a guess. So it's a handoff here, and flung down in the backfield again, another negative play. Cooper McQueen unable to get positive yards there.
I was held. I saw
the whole thing.
Ball is coming down.
So 2nd and longer than 10. Following the tackle from Connor Kelly. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Shotgun back. O'Connor's going to send it out to Sten. He's hit right away. Charlie Haight prevents the run from going any further. 3rd and 3. Two receivers each side. We got another hard count snap. This is going to be a free play for the offense. O'Connor gets rid of it as he was in the grasp. And Limerick's going to appeal for intentional grounding. And I think they've got a case. Dara O'Hanlon and Evan Quigley are both. I think they're right. This might be an offsetting penalty. Officials are going to discuss to see if there was a receiver in the area or if the ball got back to the line of scrimmage, which was at the 27. This is a big call here. This is either a free first down for UCD or they'll replay 3rd and 3. Our 4 officials today are talking about it. The main debate here is whether this is intentional grounding on O'Connor. But because of the offside, and they are going to call, they say it's not intentional grounding. And oh, nope, they're going to call it. And the penalties do offset. Sorry, CS Mac, they're interpreting the rules differently. So 3rd and 3 all over again. Yeah, I know, boo. But hey, I can't do anything about people interpreting the rules differently. I may be an attorney, but I'm not licensed in Ireland. Bennett with a nice catch. And despite the discussion about the penalty earlier, they are still. This is correct. Owen, good to see you. They are still discussing where to spot the ball here for either this repeat of 3rd down or 4th down. Yes, the refs are learning the game. Agreed, Kyle Freeman, you're right. They are learning the game still. And hey, I am as well. I learn new rules all the time. Part of the reason I watch as much football as I do is to make sure that I'm still learning the rules. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. This is going to be a short 3rd down play. The Queen is the running back. Going to be a pass left side. Got a man open. It was Sen. Had him down the field, incomplete. If Sen catches that, he is off to the races. UCD, what do they do here? And they will declare punt. So for the 3rd time in this quarter, Limerick will possess the ball. They went punt and then 3 and out punt. Actually, no, I should say they went 4 and out because they did on the last drive. So they'll march off the 40 yards here in this 3rd quarter of action. We're past 9:30 here in the Eastern United States, where I'm streaming the game from. Thank you again to each and every one of you who has tuned in to watch. We've had people tune in from the U.S. We've had people tune in from Ireland. We've had some people from Germany. They'll bring 6 up to the line of scrimmage here, 4 down for UCD. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. They rush all 6. Gilhu's got to get it out quickly, and he cannot find a receiver open. Incomplete. Closest one to it was Dimitro Koshik, one of the many for Limerick who did not give me a bio. I got the full team sheet for Limerick 5 minutes prior to starting today's contest. 6 again on the line of scrimmage for UCD. They bring a 7th in the linebacker. Now some coverage shift. It's going to be a run, and it goes nowhere. Back in the backfield. Another tackle for loss. Anthony O'Mahony on the stop. 3rd and 14. Vikings yet to score in this game. The only points they got during the last Intervarsity game was a safety in the first half after a 4th down stop, resulted in UCD starting their drive late, way behind. Nice one-handed snag, but it was knocked out on the hit. Huge hit by Klein in coverage. And that'll be a declared punt use for Limerick. Once again, 10th drive of the day. as they'll march off the 40 yards for the punt. Again, no special teams here in the intervarsity game. We're still in the third quarter here. Who are the corners for UCD? We got a couple of guys. Charlie Higgins today has had the biggest day of the bunch. Dylan Klein is also in the corner group. Matthew Peters will wear number 27. Noah Tyrell is number 22. Isaac Harper, number 36. And Gautier DeMercy, number 26. I haven't seen him yet. Onwuka is the running back. 2 receivers each side. And whistles before the play on this quarterback bootleg. Looks like a false start. They call it on the center, Liam Leahy. Liam Leahy, I should say. Who, despite his name, you might think he's Irish. Nope, he's from Oakland, California. Passes away from Onwuka and Sen both, so that's just incomplete. If you missed my note about Leahy earlier, he's a first-year global business student from Oakland. He played all throughout high school. He had all county honors in Oakland, which is very impressive in California. Also played rugby for 3 years in the U.S. His team now faces a 2nd and long here. The false start knocked them back to 15. They'll keep 2 receivers each side with a shot. Connor looking that way. They got him in. And he was ripped out of his hands and then fumbled. Referees are going to stop play. I believe they're just going to call a fumble.
Back off, Ethan, back off.
As Limerick's corner ripped it out of the receiver's hand. Now we're going to have everybody's favorite argument. What is a catch? All right, folks, we're having another what is a catch argument. Did the receiver get a foot down and make a football move in time, or is this going to be an incomplete pass? I have just received word that the score is actually 20-0. I don't know when the 2-point conversion went in. So I'm asking that question. So I apologize about having the wrong score up the entire time. It is 20-0 is the official word, not 18. I'm waiting for confirmation of which of UCD's 3 touchdowns had the conversion successful. As now everybody's favorite argument, what is a catch? We have been... we will not have interviews after the game. If it's not a catch, it's an interception. Okay, that's fair, Duchesne. I agree with you. But then with the interception, did he have the ball long enough to constitute a change of possession? There's a lot of questions at play here. And judging by who's on the field right now, the UCD's offense is staying. It happened quick, but I don't think it happened that fast to justify the change of possession. All right. Trying to decipher the coding here. I'm watching the officials trying to decipher what exactly is the call here. Was there a betting line for this game? You would not find a legal sports book that would take bets on amateur football. You may find an illegal sports book to do that, but you would not. No licensed sports book would do that. Harry, yes, they have turned the ball over once so far on an interception to Eben Quigley. And we're waiting to see if they've turned it over a second time. Betting line for this game. You really think DraftKings, FanDuel, or Paddy Power would put lines on amateur Irish football? It'd be interesting to see them try. Okay. So the first touchdown had a successful 2-point conversion. Paddy Power used to have lines for this league? You're joking, coach. Surely you must be kidding. All right. So the word I'm getting from the sideline, the ruling on the field is first down UCD. And here's why. Catch, fumble, then a fumble recovery off of Limerick by Anthony Onwuka. So it was catch made on second down, fumble, and as a result, that changes possession. Then Limerick fumbled it is the ruling, and it was recovered by UCD. So this is actually a fascinating moment here. I've seen this happen a couple of times in college football where the offensive team turns the ball over, and on the ensuing return of said turnover, the defense turns it over again. That does reset the downs back to first down. Paddy Power used to have lines on AFI. How much handle did they take in? Does anybody know? I know US books, for the most part, have to publicly state what their handle is. But, oh gosh, I could not imagine throwing my money away on amateur Irish football betting. Granted, I can't sports bet. Not my thing, never has been. If you do, more power to you. Please gamble responsibly. However, it ruins my enjoyment of the chaos if I'm cheering for only a specific outcome. I love watching games for the chaos. I can't bet on my own teams or against my own teams because I want my own teams to win too much. So you're never going to see me putting money on the Miami Hurricanes. It's not going to happen. But gosh, Paddy Power used to have lines on this league. I have so many questions, none of which I really want an answer to. All right. Gosh, this is a lot to administer here. So they're going to stick with the ruling on the field. So the ruling on the last field was catch, fumble by UCD, recovered by Limerick, fumbled by Limerick, recovered by UCD. That's 5 things to worry about. And they're going to call it first down and 10 UCD. Yeah, I don't think they will either, but I still want them to. They had that great win against the Irish, and for whatever reason, they can't win a marquee game in November. All right. The announcement from the referee is exactly what I just said. Catch, fumble, recovered by UCD. It's now first down. And a flag is in the backfield. So now another thing to administer. These guys get a fight while they discuss this. Might as well, man. Jeez. Boy, this is a lot to administer. There's a lot of rules at play here. And an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty gifts UCD a free 15 yards. Man, I gotta love it. So after all of that, UCD not only gets first down, they get a free 15 yards. We now resume football, which is what you're all here to watch, not administration. And Sen now in at running back. He's going to run here on the pull. Read option, and he's slung down.
Keep it going around.
What are you waiting for? Get set!
Sen dropped by McLean. Now it looks like it's going to be wildcat formation here for UCD. And it's going to be a handoff. Onwuka's going to run. Onwuka's got space. He breaks free into the open field, and he's thrown down inside the 30. And Limerick believes they have the ball, and they do. So that drive ends with a fumble after all.
See how much that opens the cutback.
Yeah, I got you.
All you need is one. He hesitated.
10th drive of the day for Limerick following the fumble recovery. Only 7-quarter game. That sounds like a chore to broadcast, although I probably would have had fun with it. 9:45. I actually don't know the overtime procedure, if there is one. Everybody up on the line for UCD. It's man coverage across the board. 2 in the backfield. Gilhool takes the snap. It's high again. Handoff up the left side and met by a pile of defenders. 1 yard gain. A lot of running all for nothing. Ian McDonald on the stop. Yeah, I didn't see an overtime game in my time last year, and the only game that was tied at the end of regulation ended in a draw during the regular season. And this one's another run right side. Goes for some yards, not much. As Limerick just trying to get something on the board here in this third quarter that's been taking a while. Yeah, only playoffs get OT with this. There's still draw in the regular season. I was a bit surprised by that, especially because they play with a modified version of the NCAA's rules, which no longer have ties. They used to in NCAA, but they don't anymore. The only team to actually end a game in a draw last season was this University of Limerick team. It ended 0-0 against the South Dublin Panthers in the second game of the season for Limerick. Tipped at the line, incomplete. Will Lambert, happy to see you. Scorers for UCD today. Niall Coogan had a running touchdown early in the game. He was the first TD. Charlie Higgins and James O'Hara both have long passing touchdowns as Limerick goes 3 and out on their 10th drive of the day. Will, how are things at NC State, other than bad after Miami crushed you guys last week? College football smack talk for everybody who's not aware. You could be there 3 weeks before someone scores. CS Smack, I'm not going to disagree with you because I watched the entirety of that game in the league's video pool that I have access to because the coaches at UCD gave it to me. It was painful. I questioned my life choices after sitting through an hour of that. Every play felt like the same. Run for a few yards, run for no yards. You're waiting for the Miami diss. Another handoff, left side run. And receivers forget their blocks for a moment as Evan Quigley again whipping at the ball. There's a flag in the backfield to hold everything on this run. Coogan on the run. And it'll be an offensive hold to walk the play back 10 yards. Well, what did you expect me to do? It's American college football. We all take it way too serious. You're lucky this is the ACC, by the way, because apparently if you go to an SEC school, it means more, allegedly. You ask me, it means too much, and I think everybody there is very high on their own farts like South Park and the electric cars. The McQueens watching from Arizona. Thrilled to see. Cooper's had a few carries today. The one in the backfield is Coogan. He'll spread out looking for the sideline and had a receiver open, incomplete. Wanted Quigley. Lost track of the ball. So this will now be 2nd and 20. And number 2 on Limerick is Evan Quigley. For those familiar, he was on UCD's team last season. Let's see what the call is on country.
Stretch is not your forte.
Wide side throw. It's complete. A few yards and no more.
He tries to pull it. You just hold on to it tighter.
3rd and 18 or so in this 20-0 contest. We're thrilled all of you have decided to join us today. For those new, my name is Max Walpoff, the voice of UCD American football, calling the game remotely from the United States. 2 receivers each side with a shotgun back. O'Connor stands, delivers a long ball, looking over the side, incomplete. Had coverage from Charlie Haight. Could not find the open man.
Defense, let's go!
Player punt for UCD here in this 3rd quarter. Refuses to end. The 11th drive so far for both teams. This will now be 11 for Limerick. The one with the long hair on the defensive line is Millie Peach. She wears number 61. As the officiating crew marches off the necessary 40 yards for the punt. No special teams units in Intervarsity. Looks like UCD is going to have to burn a timeout. They did not have their proper alignment. So UCD has to use a timeout up by 20 because they didn't have somebody on the field that they needed. Tough break there for UCD, but they are up by 20. 2 timeouts remaining. And here in this 3rd quarter that has lasted quite a while. Sorry about the coughing, everybody. I promised you sickness stories, so I guess I have to deliver. Last Saturday, I had no voice at all. Any talking was painful, swallowing was painful. It was not a fun time. I had to basically drink my body weight in hot liquid to get my voice back to normal. And it's a high snap for Gilhool. Running back falls on it. Good heads-up play by Leo Conway in the backfield to keep possession of the ball. As the 1st down timeout ends up working out in UCD's favor. Yet another high snap from the center. So that is a lengthy lost yards. And finally, the interminable 3rd quarter has ended. Teams will now switch sides. UCD will attack the left. University of Limerick will attack the right. We're grateful all of you decided to join us. Get your last questions in. We're heading into the final quarter of action. Closing in on 10 in the morning here in the United States. Doing the math. I'm not good at it. Closing in at about 2 o'clock in Ireland. No, it's 3 o'clock. Gosh, I'm so bad at math. Anyway, continuation of the 11th drive for the University of Limerick. Play clock winds. We're back underway. 12 more minutes on the clock here. UCD will keep it to 4 down on the line. And they'll bring the linebackers up on this heavy set. Tight end goes in motion. That's Connor Benson. Another motion from the wide receiver. They'll do the jet sweep, end around, rush left side. Gets through one arm tackle, gets up in a line. And it's not going to be a first down, but it's a great catch and run. Trying to find Rian O'Byrne from Templin County Kerry. This is his first season playing American football after 14 years in the Gaelic football ranks. He's studying biological and chemical sciences. He found the right combination he was looking for on that jet sweep play. Nickel formation for UCD, very typical. Gilhool takes another high snap in his face mask, looking over the top and off the hands, incomplete. Third and about 5. As perhaps a flag here as the officials have blown their whistles in disgust. So maybe something on the near side of the field that I did not see. Play went toward the far side. If you're new to watching American football in Ireland, this is a common occurrence. There are a lot of officiating discussions, which again, as Mr. Freeman pointed out in the chat earlier, the officials are all learning the game as well. There is not a high school up to the pros culture of football in Ireland. Interesting. They call a sideline interference penalty on UCD. The normal procedure for that is warning, penalty, and then punishment. So Limerick, by penalty, will get the ball inside of UCD's half of the field for the second time today. Two receivers right, tight end in the backfield with a running back, and one wide out left. From the left hash, Gilhool takes another high snap. He'll run, he'll get away from pressure, rolling out, got him, and open, incomplete. Had somebody in between the coverage, and another defensive line shift. Here comes Staunton among others. Yeah, Will, I did not get a chance to watch the FSU NC State game last night. I had to go to bed early. Need my beauty sleep, sweetheart. Struggling over here. 2nd and 10. As there was a second ball on the field. Any word what happened with the sideline interference? So because that happened on the near side of the field, the camera doesn't see it. So I'm not 100% sure who was in whose way or whether it was a misunderstanding. I don't know. I only see what I see. Gilhool, high snap, fielded. Throwing out left side, got somebody one-on-one, broken up, incomplete. And they'll call a flag on it. Flag down on the coverage. Well, this is unfortunate for UCD. Two drive extending penalties. have Limerick on the march. And it's not even PI. It's a face mask penalty. All right. Well, that's what I get for assuming. The buildings you see in the background are the University of Limerick buildings. As for the first time today, University of Limerick is putting a drive together. A lot of it is because of the drive extending penalties by UCD's defense. And now the referee will discuss something with his umpire. So here's 1st and 10. Gilhool, high snap, handled. Over top, incomplete. Wanted Koshik, could not find him. Which rookie has been my standout? Who am I going to anger by not picking them? Can't call Arun Sen a rookie, so I'm going to go with somebody on the offensive line, Liam Leahy. Granted, he's no rookie. He's just a rookie to this team, but I get to see a bad snap today. One penalty, but I think that'll happen in any game. So realistically, I think Leahy is taking a good chance at getting the center job come varsity time. Gilhool runs out of the pocket. He's got plenty of room up the sideline and takes a hit to get out of bounds. Charlie Higgins, also new player on this team. And new defensive line rotation for UCD. Looks like a 3rd down and medium here coming up. Nope, 1st and 10. That was another 1st down run. UCD's bench now starting to get activated, up by 3 possessions with Limerick threatening. People on the line heavy for Limerick, and this one's going to be out into the hands. It's a short catch, but a catch no less. Defensive line substitutions potentially still coming in for UCD. Apologies for not changing it to 4th quarter sooner. It's been the 4th quarter for the entirety of this drive. Apologies, everybody. Blame me on the graphics, falling asleep at the wheel. As Limerick holding up here. Does anybody else find it weird that number 70 is the center for Limerick, but there's no 70 listed on Limerick's roster? Just great. And it's a penalty on Limerick. So the penalty on Limerick backs them up a lot. My goodness. Wow. 15 yards. Huge penalty for Limerick. They had everything going for them on that drive. But a drive-killing penalty now backs them up. They have to get the equivalent of 2.5 first downs. Greetings from Austria. Hello and welcome. Thrilled to see you. It's a 20-0 score. UCD scored twice in the opening quarter and then once to open the third. We've been in the fourth quarter for a while. Limerick's the only team that's had the ball this quarter, and the camera has decided that this first and long play is not important. Whistles go, not sure for what. Not 100% sure what's going on here, but just like Edith, drop a comment in the chat if you haven't told me where you're tuning in from. Thrilled to see a couple of older players coming back. Thrilled to see coaches from the varsity team tuning in. Thrilled to see family members tuning in. We're happy that all of you have tuned in to make us part of your Saturday. As whatever that stop was for, it doesn't result in any change of the situation. So still first and forever. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gilhool looks right first. He's got pressure over top, incomplete. Better coverage on the play, so that sets up second and forever. Thank goodness UCD doesn't have an extra point kicking unit because there are no goalposts. Not sure what would happen if the game was closer and a team tried to go for a winning field goal. We may not have to answer that question. Second and long. Defensive line sets their alignment. Gilhool has 2 receivers to his right, 1 to the left. Takes the high snap. It's a handoff. Not at the line. James Keene, the running back on that play, he was stopped well quick and short of the line. Keene from County Cork. This is his first season. He is a graphics and engineering major at Limerick. And he could not engineer his way past the defensive line on that second down play. Gilhool lines up behind center. Third and forever. Got to get to what looks like the 7-yard line. Take the handoff. It's going to be a pass. It's going to be a sack. Tom McKenneth proving he can do it on defense too. The most improved player from last season has himself another sack. 4th down, and the Vikings are down by 3 possessions. It looks like they're going to go for it. Maybe hoping for yet another defensive penalty to bail them out. And nope. Declared punt. That 4th down was a bit too much to make up. As the declared punt automatically marches off 40 yards. So this should be good field position for Limerick to potentially get the ball back. It's going to be a long drive here. This is the first time UCD's touched the ball in the 4th quarter. Handoff on the run. It's going to be it. Tygo Connor's barreling over guys. That's a quarterback people want to play for. Tygo Connor just decided it's the 4th quarter. We're up by 3 scores, but I'm going to truck some people. Wow. 2 receivers left, 1 to the, I think 2 to the right, with a running back now shifting from right to left on the offensive strength. And looks like it's going to be a heavy rush from UCD As Evan Quigley appealing for a false start, not going to get it. Handoff again, piercing through the line. Will get positive yards. You see the coaching staff on the side. I don't know who was live of the two of them. Even if I did know, I wouldn't tell you. But I actually don't know the answer, so I can say that. O'Connor checking his signals, potentially signaling a hot route. Lines up and throws right side. Judging from the calls out from the sideline, Arun Sen had that catch. O'Connor again lines up behind center. Running back now in more shotgun formation with three receivers on his left. Here comes the run, and it's eaten up by the defensive line. A nice German suplex. Brings him down. And now the motion-activated camera is capturing the, I guess, youth soccer or maybe youth Gaelic stepping up onto the sidewalk behind the play. Yep, youth soccer. That's just great. Anyway, UCD's offense stalls out after the first down. And they'll give it back for the 12th drive of the day for the University of Limerick. Over 2 hours this game has gone. UCD up by 3 scores. I did not see the 2-point conversion on the first drive that was successful. So for a long time, we operated thinking it was 12-0 and then 18. The score check from the coaching staff made me understand that it was in fact 20. Limerick still has all 3 of their timeouts, trying to get something on the board. Pass for Gilhool. He's going to load up to the left side and had it in his hands. Incomplete. That was an unfortunate drop. I believe that was 25, Stephen Maw. County Tipperary is where he calls home. This is his first season. He's studying his master's in human rights and criminal justice and did a bachelor's degree at University College Cork. Play clock winding, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Gilhool sends motion from the left. Takes the jet sweep. Here comes the hit, and it's going to be escape. Gilhool's going to run. He stumbles, keeps his balance, and slides for positive yards. Anthony O'Mahony had him in the backfield, but Gilhool escaped his grasp. 3rd down and makeable. Looks like about 4 yards to get. I have a funny story to tell you all after this play is over. 2 in the backfield. Gilhool. Both staying to pass protect. It's over the top. Nothing complete. So I have app timers on my phone to make sure that I'm staying within screen time limits that I like to set for myself. And one of them is a 90-minute timer on Instagram. Normally, I'm on there for like less than 10 minutes a day. But because Limerick sent their roster via an Instagram direct message, don't ask, I've been staring at this for close to 2 hours now. So I got an alert from my phone saying your digital wellness timer is about to expire and you will no longer be able to use the app. I think it's funny. Gilhool on this third down play, looking out over the side. Adamant in his hands. It's incomplete. Keelan O'Neill had it in his grasp, and it's another turnover on down. UCD will now touch the ball for the 13th time today, second time in this quarter only. Call from the sideline is to keep that goose egg. They want to keep Limerick out of the end zone and off the board completely. It's Sen in the backfield. Sen on the read option. He hands it off, and that goes nowhere. Sen is taking a couple of Wildcat-style snaps. He also has several catches as a wide receiver today. And it looks like UCD is going to burn their second of their 3 timeouts. Any last questions? It is looking like we're closing in on the final minutes of this game. UCD up 3 scores with a winding clock here in the fourth quarter. UCD's got 1 timeout left. Limerick, I believe, has all 3 of theirs. Two receivers each side. Now on the second down play, Sen, read option play. He's going to take it himself. He's got blockers outside. He's going to get to the sideline and make positive yards out of it. Sen giving the UCD offense a mobile quarterback look after 2 positive yards. That's Liam Butler coming in at left tackle. It's Sen. And it's a handoff right into the blitz. Third and 12.
Let's go, D!
That's Joel Moulin, I believe, running off the field. Butler among those coming in on defense, as UCD will declare the punt. Thirteenth drive of the day for University of Limerick, and they'll start inside the 20. I believe it's going to be. They'll start at the 20. How's the microphone, everybody? We've only had 1 person comment on it so far. Can everybody hear me okay? Just want to make sure, because this is another production ad potentially for future streams. Six on the line for UCD. Pass underneath the coverage. It's going to be caught in an immediate tackle. Rianne O'Byrne. Oh, loud and clear. Thanks, Gabriel. Dylan Klein on the stop. Short gain for second down. I feel like every white guy right now with a podcast mic. So it may look awkward and cover up my tie, but if it makes everything sound better, then that's what's important. Two receivers right, one to the left. Running back stays in the pass protect. Long ball, incomplete. Wanted O'Byrne again. Could not get a second catch in a row. And sitting forward so much, my back is starting to hurt. Don't get old, everybody. As my 91-year-old grandmother, who is soon to turn 92, would say, getting old isn't for sissies. Third down and long here for Limerick. 13th time with the ball. They've yet to score on any of them. Only one interception to speak of, and that was the drive that ended the sixth drive in the last one of the second half. Long ball here. Incomplete. Incomplete is the signal.
I say go, Jay.
It is a 4th and 9. And it looks like Limerick's going to go for it. Looks pretty cool. I'm glad you like the look of the microphone. I've had this for a while, but again, it was with my parents. And we're finally inside of 2 minutes. So 3 timeouts Limerick, 1 timeout UCD. Inside of 2 minutes to go and a 3 possession lead. Mike sounds good, loud and clear. Thrilled to see. This might become the new feature microphone for live streams on this channel. I just wanted to test it out, make sure that it sounded okay, and that it didn't take away too much from the game. Long pass, got a man open, dropped the interception. He might have been gone for 6 if he brought that in. Isaac Harper came so close to finishing off his shift with an incredible touchdown. There was nobody on that side. Granted, it is 4th down, so the smarter move typically is to knock the ball down and just take the ball at the previous line of scrimmage, especially if it's a long pass play. But there was nobody there. You hear the call from the sideline. UCD is not letting up. They want the touchdown here. They want to finish this game off. Here comes O'Connor. It's going to be off play. And Cooper McQueen makes a couple of men miss for a 2-yard gain. Time out. Timeout Limerick.
What have you got time left?
That was their first.
Right, okay, fine.
Yeah, the microphone is a holdover from my podcasting days when I was at Boston University. I experimented with a couple of different microphones, and I liked this one a lot because of the sound quality. It was just ungangly to handle. Yeah, we've got a couple of people different in at right tackle today. Trying to see who's in on this particular shift. I think it's always a benefit to have some experience meeting the players before doing a job like this. I don't know most of the people on the field, but I know Cooper, and Cooper McQueen was incredible to me in the time that we knew each other. O'Connor's got McQueen in the backfield. Polson and O'Riordan are the receivers on the left side. They're actually going to change the formation here. Now it's 3 receivers left. They fake the screen, and McQueen again on another run. Quigley went out as the decoy. Another timeout, Limerick. So they have one left. Cooper McQueen's gotten the ball both times on this drive. We are under 2 minutes to go. In a 20-0 game, UCD has controlled from the outset. And Limerick's coach is going to call everybody over to discuss what to do on this third down. And it looks like about 5. Camera pans away as it shows you beautiful, scenic University of Limerick. We're hoping everybody is going to be back for the AFI Premier Division season kicking off in March of next year, I believe. I don't know for sure. I know last year we had scrimmages and games in February, and games in March, games in April, leading up to July. Polson is the bottom side of your screen receiver. I believe that's Freeman on the far side of the field. They're going to go underneath to Quigley. That receiver's out in front of him to block. Quigley's got the edge, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, UCD.
Same defense as last time. Same defense as last time.
They're going to bring in Arun Sen for this 2-point conversion play as UCD finishes off their offensive drives with a touchdown. So here comes a fascinating question here of what to do for this 2-point conversion.
Well, the next few lines.
If he did that with a broken arm, that's back up.
They will line up from the left hash. It is Leahy on the snap to Sen. Sen, read option play. It's going to hand off from McQueen, and that goes nowhere. 3 men team up on the tackle as UCD goes 1 for 4 on 2-point conversion attempts in this Intervarsity game.
Let's go, team!
Automatic starting field position for the 14th drive of the day for the University of Limerick. We're thrilled all of you have decided to make us part of your Saturday wherever you are in the world. American Football Live from Limerick, Ireland. Can't thank everybody enough who has tuned in. The donation graphics will be up on the screen. The links are already in the description of this episode. We are thrilled you've made us part of your day. Potentially, we can ask you, please consider a donation to UCD American Football Club if you enjoyed today's live stream. And if you didn't, well, don't worry, you'll enjoy the next one. Gilhool's got one more shot here to try to get into the end zone for Limerick. We're under the 2-minute warning. UCD still blitzing the quarterback. He's going to escape pressure and get brought down in the field of play.
Don, do we want to use it?
Matthew Peters, the one on the stop there, the strong safety today. UCD does have 1 timeout remaining. Doesn't look like they're going to try to use it. First down run got half the yards needed. 2 receivers each side. And that protection goes nowhere. It's a sack. Willem Collin in the backfield, a linebacker on a blitz. Teams up with Eamon Straub Bennett to finish off that play with a loss. I believe University of Limerick called their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Quite a team-up sack for Collin. Willem Collin is from, he lists 2 hometowns, West Hartford, Connecticut, and Utrecht, the Netherlands. He's a master's student in European governance. He's on an Erasmus year he's done at Utrecht University as well as UCD. He majored in history and politics at University College Utrecht. And just a note for him, he also plays on the Dutch national lacrosse team.
James, you got it. Get in there.
This is his 6th year playing American football, his first season with UCD. He's got a sack today, wants a second one, and he gets the second one. Willem Collin, the star of the last 2 plays, knocks Limerick back. And UCD will spend their final timeout. Again, this game, not necessarily about who wins and who loses. It is a practice game for these teams. So they're going to give the defense one more practice play here. And that was 3rd down. So here it's 4th down. UCD is going to get the ball back one more time.
Back it up. Offense on you, let's go. Thomas, run through someone.
15th drive of the day for UCD, and they refuse to let up. Up by 26, getting some 2-minute drill action in.
Feel that thing. How many points do they have?
One receiver right, looks like 3 to the left. They'll send O'Connor back in. Everybody up for Limerick. It's going to be a quick pass at the backfield. Incomplete.
Give him one more. Give him one more.
So Reardon running back into formation. 2nd and 10. Leahy gets a different signal from the sideline as it's 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Looking out backfield, he's got a man open. Cooper McQueen is spun down inbounds. That was awfully close to the out-of-bounds line. The ball toss back to the official does not go as hoped. UCD cannot go as fast as they want. All spotted. Here we go. 2 receivers each side. Single set backfield. O'Connor rolling out, going over the top, incomplete.
You tell him, Jefferson.
Go for it.
Now it's 4th down, and coverage from Charlie Haight on the play. They're going to go for this.
7 yards in
It's a sophomore slip. Defense ready, just in case. Defense ready.
There is time enough on the clock that if UCD does not get this 4th down play, it sounds like you're going to actually call a substitute here. And this is going to be a free play. There's 12 guys on the field. Pass is broken up. There were 12 men on the field there for Limerick. This should be a free 5 yards for UCD.
Defense, offense.
Well, yes, nothing matters. Punt for an out on downs, 3 and out, punt. Punt penalties killed the drive. Downs, punt. Go the drives today for University of Limerick in the second half. Wasn't much better in the first half. 3 and out, punt, 3 and out, punt, interception. Variety, spice of life. But they can erase the goose egg at least if they get a big play right here. And the clock rounds, and that is the end of the game. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night, Limerick. 26-0. UCD finishes this intervarsity game with a shutout. We thank all of you for joining us today. We're thrilled that you decided to make us part of your Saturday. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want to watch future American Football Ireland games right here on UCD American Football. We thank you so much to our sponsors, Tap House, proud partners of UCD American Football. I'm sure the party there will be a fun one tonight. Join the UCD team at Tap House. We're thrilled each of you have decided to make us part of all this. Hope to see all of you as well in 2026. There might be more streams coming up in 2025. Unsure on scheduling. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and put that bell for notifications to make sure that you know when we go live. From all of us at UCD American Football, my name is Max Walpoff. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.
I'm